Pile one, what is your soul's energy? For you, the word I got was angelic. I see this very white and golden sparkling light, and it's telling me that your soul is very pure and very spiritual. It's very like high spiritual, not as grounded, it's not as earthed. You're more close to spirit than you are to earth. Like your upper chakras are probably wide open. And I keep getting this, I keep hearing your voice and like seeing you speak. You either have this beautiful voice or you sort of speak on behalf of like source energy and oneness and the angels. Like you're so in tune with spirit that the words you say are exactly what spirit would say to someone. So there's this sort of healing that you have with your voice, either the type of advice or the words that you give, or maybe you're musical and sing beautifully and heal in that way. But I feel like you're so in tune with higher realms and higher spiritual energies that you are able to give people advice straight from their own soul. Like you see and live and speak spirit. And it's really incredible. You might be very tied in with the angels if you wanted to sort of explore that. But let me think, your advice, I'm sort of getting, you know how some people just really get it and they're very earthed and they're very grounded and it's very rational, and you're not like that, and you're being told to like not try to be like that. Like your advice that's coming through is for you to not be escapist, not try to withdraw from reality and deprive reality in this world of your light. Like you're being told the thing to do is to bring that light down from spirit and put it into the world. Like you're meant to build a life around you that is good and safe so you can be all of yourself. And so people can sort of seek you out when they need you. Sorry, I know I'm struggling. I'm getting like a lot of messages, but you're being told that very strongly. Like go have your light, find your safe space, like build a life around you that will let you shine as brightly as possible. And people who need you will seek you out. You're being told to not exhaust yourself trying to help other people, and that the people who you can actually help will come to you. So I don't know if this is something that you do in your life where you see someone struggling and you just see so clearly what they should be doing, and or you try to help them and you just completely drain yourself, just sort of almost letting someone like leech off of your resources and your energy, but they don't take any of your actual help. Like they'll take your advice, they'll take you like going out of your way for them, but they don't actually take any steps to help themselves. I feel like you might fall into a trap where you enable people's bad behavior and you absolutely drain and exhaust yourself in the process. And the advice coming for you is that that's a bad thing. Do not do that. You're getting very strongly, your guides, an angel, someone is coming through and saying, do not do this. The people that you can genuinely help will follow your light. They will seek you out, and those are the people who are going to take your advice and they're going to change their behaviors. If you're trying to help someone and they're just exhausting you and their behavior isn't changing, even if they say it is, you're just being told to let those people go, because you're going to shine so brightly that people will just be drawn to you, and those will be the people that you can actually help. I'm also getting that what's going to really help you is being in nature, like having plants, water, being living near water if you can, or having some sort of like a little fountain or something in your house. Like really softness and kind people around you, because it might be difficult for someone who's just so like pure and so purely spiritual to be in sort of a world that seems really rough and dark and cruel. But you're not meant to be scared. You're meant to be so safe and comfortable that you're completely open and you shine. So you're supposed to have kind people around you so that you can keep this connection with spirit. You aren't meant to forsake your connection with the higher realms just to fit in to the earth realm. You're meant to be here and you're meant to be so alive, but you're not meant to like be scared and be closed off. Maybe you're someone who would even draw in like a relationship or friends that are really protective over you because you're so like sweet and pure and wise. There's definitely a deep wisdom because you're so tuned in with spirit. But you might draw in people who are protective over you, who are more like rough and tough than you, and they will serve as sort of a protection for you. Or I'm seeing that you go off and you live somewhere like in a little cottage next to a river in the woods, and you have plants and animals around you. That's nature is going to be very good for you and healing for you. And you just draw in like the kindest, most warm-hearted people. Like that's what you're meant to be and do. Not to escape reality, but to create this beautiful, warm, loving place within it. Let me see, what else do I have for you? Yeah, you're really being told to stay on your wavelength and bring this incredible like information through. I don't know what it is you do, if it's just your energy that affects people, or if you bring through like art or poetry or songs, or if you just give people advice and that really changes them. But you're meant to keep getting that sort of information come through you. Like spirit is using you as a vessel in some way to bring deep wisdom through, and you're meant to stay connected to it. And you don't need others. Like you're someone who people could say, no, you're naive, you don't get it, but really you get it more than they do, because a lot of people are speaking from pain and from darkness, and you're speaking from light. And it's not going to resonate with people because they're on their own wavelength, but you are not meant to adapt to other people's belief systems and take them on as your own. You're meant to speak what you know is true because it comes right from spirit. And if people aren't in a place in their life where they can accept that, that's okay. But you are not meant to sort of give way to other people's belief systems, because you know a higher truth. So you might be quite I'm getting your light gets stronger as you age. I'm seeing it become like brighter and almost denser. So you could be highly sensitive, and this could be a lot more difficult when you're younger. But as you grow and as you trust spirit more and more, and you trust this connection that you have, and you trust the information that comes through, and you become more solid and how deeply rooted in spirit you are, your light sort of gets denser, and you, in a way, it makes you like less sensitive and makes you more strong and more wise the older that you get. So if you're just completely overwhelmed with things, if you're just too sensitive and the world seems too harsh, I'm just being told that you really are, it's going to get easier the more you delve into spirit, and the more you trust it, and the more you act on your own intuition, and the more you believe in your own wisdom, the stronger you're going to be, and the easier it's going to be for you to be here. I'm also sort of getting this message like nature, plants, animals, beautiful places, the woods, like all of these things really make life easier for you because they clear out the gunk from your energy and bring you back to yourself. So I'm getting that you could really you could really have a very deep connection with animals or a certain animal. I'm getting particularly cats, and a cat literally came up here, but cats are a pet that works and clears and helps your energetic body. Like dogs work with your emotional body and they help heal that and make that stronger. Cats work with your energetic body and they can clear stuff out of your energy. And I feel like you could have a very strong, like whatever animal resonates with you, and whatever animal you have as a pet that's helpful is great. I'm just feeling like a lot of you will have a strong connection with a certain cat or cats, and that they are actually working with you to keep you in touch and in tune with that higher spiritual energy by clearing out your energetic self. This can also be done, if you can't have any animals now, this can also be done with like trees or water. Just get out in nature and it's going to make you feel so much better. So you have just this white, golden, pure, wise, angelic, spiritual soul. And it's very, very beautiful. So that's all I have for you. Thank you for being here. Bye. Pile 2. What is your soul's energy? This is really interesting. Your soul itself is like a combination of fire and earth. I'm seeing very particularly lava. Like you have the energy of lava, like coming out of the volcano and moving, that very like dark with the red like sparkles in it, like moving across and reshaping like the earth in the way that it wants. You are extremely powerful in a very physical way. Like you have this fire and earth, so you have this deep, deep passion and desire of fire, but you have the strength and the patience and the well thought out aspects of earth. Like you, whether or not you feel it right now, you are an exceptionally strong, powerful person. The thing is, with all this earth energy, it takes a long time to really get there. So you might have a bit of like a push and pull where your fire energy is like, now I want it now, but your earth energy has to come through and say, okay, it's going to take time to build. We can't have everything right now. Because if you think about that slow seep of lava, it moves extremely slowly, but it reshapes the entire earth around it and creates like a whole new ground. And that is your soul's energy. You really have the ability with this combination of in this energy to create reality exactly the way you want it. And this is really going to test your ability to have faith and to trust, because with this predominance of earth energy, it's going to take a long time for you to reach your goals, and it's going to take a long time. So maybe this is reassuring if you're like, what am I doing wrong? What is it? I've manifested this 100 times and it's not here yet. Like, take this as reassurance. You're building something so real and so powerful that it's going to take an extremely long time for you to get there. Earth energy, you might have a little bit of impatience because of this fire, but your fire energy is so valuable because it's keeping the sparks alive in your heart and in your gut. Like, this fire is very instinctual. With your fire energy serves as a pull towards your exact destiny. Fire is linked with like passion and desire. Your passion and your desire is exactly what your destiny is. The thing that you're wanting to build is inside of you. You want it. That's what that fire is doing for you. It's giving you this deep, like, you have to have it and you can't even think of not having it. You have a goal or a dream, and it doesn't matter how big, because there's also a real power to be very wealthy and very renowned for whatever it is that you want to do. Like, you're a powerhouse. This is very cool. it's a very cool energy. It sort of reminded me of like the Emperor card in tarot, whether you're a girl or a guy, but just this ability to say, I know what I want. That's the fire. And I have the persistence, determination, and strength and willpower to make it happen no matter how long it takes. And that's the earth. And that's how those two forces are working together. The fire is deep within you. If you think of that lava, like it's mostly black, and then it's got those like sparks of red. That's what your fire is doing. And then your earth is giving you the patience and the persistence and to be able to completely reshape the world. Like you could have a big impact if you wanted. You could really do whatever it is you want. Whatever that fire is telling you, like you can pull it off. And you really have to trust that it is working and that you can do it, because it might take a long time. And you really follow your instincts because they're so powerful with that fire energy. And you do have a real power to be very wealthy and very known for something. You will put in the work, and you'll sort of like that lava moving across the land. Like you'll adjust as you need to, but you have enough earth energy. Because I think earth is sort of how I'm seeing it is the fire is in your core and then it's wrapped completely in earth. And with that earth energy, you're going to stay true to what you wanted to do. And you're not, like, maybe you'll doubt it occasionally, but overall you won't doubt it. Like even if you failed 100 times, which that's perfectly fine, because on the way to success is a bunch of failures. That's how it works. You have to try things and figure it out and learn as you go. And that's okay. So you're not going to give up on your overall goal, even if you have to adjust to things. And you're building something very big and powerful. You're building an entire new foundation for yourself at the very least. Maybe for the people around you, or maybe you're creating something that has a wider impact. Even if it doesn't, even if it's mostly for you, you're like, I want to start a company. I want to have, a lot of money, and I want to have a lovely home. That's completely okay. Like spirituality can frown on that, but if you want it, you're meant to have it. And there's something about you where you are just so destined to have exactly what you want, but it is just going to take a long time, because with earth, it comes with a lot of lessons and it takes a lot of time, but when it's built, it is the most solid and it is the most real. And like, that's what you're doing. You're not making something that is going to fall over in a storm. You're making something that can weather the centuries. So many storms. Like, you're making something real. So I understand the frustration of it taking a long time, but it'll be real and so solid and vast. So I hope you feel how much of a powerhouse you are. Like, stay true to your power and your steadiness and determination and your strong instincts and desires, and you will get very real results. Even the cards you have, like, this deck is it's called White Light. It's a lot of white cards, and you got these two very red cards, like sort of the lava colors a little bit with the black and the red. So that's what I have for you. That's an incredible energy. You're so powerful. I know I said it over and over again, but it's a very cool energy that you have, and you are building your life the way you want, even if you aren't seeing the results yet. So just keep going. Hope that helps. Thank you. Bye. Pile 3. What is your soul's energy? What I have for you is sort of it seems like a type of a divine child. Like, you're sort of a divine child in a very watery sense. Like, you're very heart-centered. That is the main energy I feel from your soul, that it is heart-centered. There's this beautiful emerald green. And what I mean by sort of water is that it's very emotionally attuned. I see water and earth being very, very important to you. It can help you feel more like yourself and clear out any sort of like pain or just energetic gunk you have on you. If you feel like lethargic or tired or not yourself, if you go out to the water or out into nature, it's going to help clear that away and help you come back to this beautiful heart. The earth itself is the energy of the heart chakra. Like, it's the same energy. So when you open and have this beautiful, open, happy, like emerald green heart, it matches the earth's like resonance, because that's what the earth's energy is. It's the heart energy. But I see you overall being very happy and playful and childlike in a very heart-centered, emotionally attuned way. And this connection that you have with nature and the earth, I think it's very strong. And you could be very connected with the elemental realm. Like, they love this energy. They love that heart energy. So if you wanted to explore that, you could be very gifted in connecting with that realm. Either connecting with the elementals or connecting with the nature spirits. So nature spirits are beings that have a physical aspect. So like trees, flowers, stones, rivers, mountains, you can connect to the spirits of all of them. And then elementals are sort of the beings in the next dimension who sort of make space for the spirits to come through. So you could be connected with a very similar energy to the one you have is the elves. They go off of this, they sort of look like gnomes, so a lot of people call them gnomes. You can go either way, they don't really care, but they operate off of this heart energy, and they're like earth caretakers. You could be very connected to them, or you could be connected to really any other elemental, you know, whatever feels right to you, like fairies, dragons, the spirit of like a river, because I'm feeling that sort of water connection, or trees. But there's something you can explore if you want, but your overall soul energy is just, it may seem childlike, and it is, but it's really like a highly advanced emotional understanding. Like, you are not jaded and exhausted and stressed like the adults. Like, a lot of time when we tell people to grow up, we're asking them to stop playing and start being stressed out, and you just don't have that. So it may come across as like childlike in a naive sense, but it's actually just, it's quite advanced emotionally. Like, you should trust your emotional understanding of things, because you just have a very strong feeling for it. Like, you can probably tell when someone is upset and just sort of innately know how they feel and what to do to help them. Like, it's incredible, this heart energy that you have. And I see you happiest just like being, your soul's energy is beautiful and magical, and it's like playing in the woods. You just have this healthy, happy, laughing heart, and you can make connections quite easily without fear or without being triggered. And again, this may be something that gets interpreted wrong by people, where they think that you're naive, or they think that you're being silly and making connections with people that, you know, you don't know yet. You don't know if you can trust them, but you do know, because you're very evolved, and you know you can trust your heart. And there's quite a fearlessness to how open your heart is. It's not like this innocent, naive thing. It's you having such a healthy, happy heart that you're operating in a way that is fearless. It's not naive, because you know how to make connections. You know how to bring love and laughter and companionship to people, and to share that with people. And others just don't understand that in the way that you do. It's a beautiful energy, and I hope I'm explaining it well. Like, other people go through the world so guarded, and they meet people and they're like, I don't trust you, I don't know you, I'm gonna hold back because I'm scared. And you meet people and you're just so open that it forms connections quite quickly. And it could be very scary to someone who's been hurt and who's guarded themselves and has a lot of fear, but you're a more evolved version. Like, your heart is open and happy because it's healthy and it's whole, and you wouldn't deprive yourself of this beautiful heart energy. You wouldn't deprive yourself of companionship and love and laughter out of fear. Like, you know that your heart is going to be okay, so you are okay making connections with people. And like, you're just incredible at love, laughter, companionship, like magic, and having this sense of like play and fantasy. You're very like enchanted and enchanting. You walk around and you see like how beautiful things are, and you connect with places and with beautiful things, with the trees or with the poetry or the song, and you just are so fully alive because your big, open, incredible heart. And that is so beautiful. I love this energy. Thank you so much for being here. That's all I have for you.